So I think we do plenty of things here. I just reduce this one, and I will try two things. The first thing is that I'm trying to disable the ESTP setting, and for the LAN I will set my uh, you know what, yeah, I will probably just not setting anything in this case. I will just simply uh, I guess I will just change this one uh, to this one. So just I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. This is the LAN network of the second router, so I'm not sure, but I definitely just go with it. I'm not sure how long how long does this take, but we'll wait for a few seconds, I guess. Yeah. This real time recording, so I'm not gonna pause and or any kind of things. Meanwhile, I will just watch the guy Uncle Yoga.
What's next? Chili jam? Fui. It's brilliant for cooking. It's got heat, but it also got this sweetness. Little bit of chili jam. Why got so many people here? Did you ask them to come watch us cook? Look at this. Nice color. What do you think? Want to taste it?
No, I'm okay.
Oh, terrible. Terrible. Oh, crack the egg. Is that what Jamie Oliver do, correct? We crack the egg in there and then we fuck up the egg. We only need half the tofu. Breaking tofu like how Auntie Helen break Uncle Roger heart.
Oh my god.
You think?
Yeah.
I think I pack up. Let me check my. I'm not sure. There's nothing here yet. No, let's just wait for, I guess, a few seconds. I think I disable the LAN, I think. So if I disable that, we are ever able to get access to this one. It's definitely a weird question. So yeah, I fucking disable the LAN, so now I fuck up. What I can do is reset my router again, and yeah, just reset the router again. I reset my router for like several times already. Every time it's a new learning experience and things like that. And we wait, it's not moving, and Anyways, we just wait for a few seconds until I got something up and running. So this guy already got back to 0-1, which is expected as I have reset. So I think the most important thing that we do not disable the DHCP servers. So we don't want to waste our time in setting that kind of things in, setting those guy up, unnecessary things. So I will just go back to the LAN and let's just not disable the DHCP server and things like that. We just change something, for example like set the address. I will just go with 1.1 and we go all up to 250 and yeah, default gateway is this guy. So but before I do that, I think I need to change the LAN network first. So it starts with 1 and it go up all up to 24, 54 I think, and the default gateway is 1. This is the IP address I would know from. So all of them are not correct. I think we have to change this one first. So we have to change it to a different number. So I will just go with this one. So now I think we just wait. I probably just disable, turn off the login. Wait for a few seconds before we get the new IP addresses for the routers. So I guess we can recognize this now. We have already waited for 1 or 2 minutes, so I think it should work. In some way it should work. I already see it coming up here. So the only thing I'm not sure is that if the if the router is, I mean, do I need to create any kind of caching or things like that? Okay, I have to clear cookie. So I probably just, my next step will probably just update the WAN system here. I will just change it to 101. So we wait for that. The next thing I probably is connect to my main routers, and then I guess I'm not sure how long this guy want me to wait, but just okay, it's unavailable again. So what I can do is to just try to watch each one until something show up.
Lick my hand?
I'd rather not.
Lick my tofu hand?
We're friends, but not that good friends.
Don't think dirty, Auntie Liz. Is that why you do a peanut allergy guy every night in bedroom?
Lick tofu off his hands.
Yeah?
I think Jamie puts water in his snacks.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh.
I'm a freelancer. I work for the Top Town Network.
I am a full stack UI UX product designer.
I'm a product manager.
There's only one thing in life that should be this wet.
Only Auntie Esther should be this way.
Sorry, Esther.
This making Uncle Roger sad now. I'm making comedy channel. Why you torture me like this? This is the most depressing thing Uncle Roger ever see. Look at this, it's just clumpy and gloopy and what is this? We can really can see your reflection inside. Mulan gonna start singing and she see this, right? Look at this, it's just clumpy and gloopy and
Oh, okay. I have to entertain myself time to time, so I won't get bored doing these kind of things. I've never get bored, but sometimes I have to wait for something to come up. I have one WAN now, so this one will be configured later, but for the LAN part. The only thing I'm not used yet is this, which is this one, and we have plenty of VLAN ID and tag and things like that. I'm not sure. So for the one we are using this VLAN tag. It's a different VLAN tag, so I think it's to differentiate between the local network to the own network. So I need to change this one, I think, to something else. So just change it to higher numbers. I just go with large number anyway. So I think so as so it's all the guys we yeah. I think that's pretty much good enough. Now I will just change into my my I will double check if I have connected port. Get just 1 second, guys. So basically I just connect my LAN port of the first router of the ISP router to my second router, which is this one. So we might want to refresh this just to check for the one. Okay, it's already connected and it's actually assigned IP addresses here. So I'm not sure if this is meaning something. Okay, this is definitely my IP addresses here. So you know, I think I'm able to connect to the gateway here. So this is my main router. But perhaps the only thing I'm not sure is that if I can do some kind of routing, advanced routing. Yeah, so let's just give it a try. For example, I want to now if I go to this one, right, I can access my AdWords servers, but if I forward everything for my first router, you know, so I hope probably it will be working. So this is not a static IP address. It's my favorite feature. but we might want to take a shot for that. It said invalid subnet marks. That's strange. Let me just give a short thing at this. So now if I turn off my LAN network and connect to my ISP router network, probably if in this case I'm not sure if I can access this guy. No, I probably I misunderstood that. I guess I can still access the IP address of this guy through this network, but I actually never successfully doing that. So this is something. I mean, it's a very good idea of having ability to connect to your router, something like this one. But then you just realize that you cannot connect directly to your router. Simply put, because you are not able to do that. I think I will just create a cookie for this guy. So basically, I will not be able to connect to my second router via my first router. So it's not an easy task to do, I guess. You just cannot do that. Despite the fact that I have my own IP addresses for the server. Anyways, my second attempt is probably let me just remove this guy for now. And what I will do probably is to do some kind of nothing. So we have the okay, actually we can just try with the first one, which is the HTTPS thing, but I would just go with the for the 3 and local will be the IP address of the second routers. I guess we can just do something like this one. So it's some word. Basically, if I do something like this and do something like 443, I expect it to be forwarded to my virtual routers. So probably I can just switch back to my second router network. And strictly speaking, the second router is actually able to give this IP addresses as an access point. So there's definitely some kind of problem here. I'm not very sure, to be honest. I think the VLAN is because of VLAN. So I think if that is the case, I might want to check for the VLAN setup. Okay, so something called VLAN Q and Q. I had never tried to use this one before, but I'm not sure if that is a way to do that, or I'm not sure, man. I probably just don't want to do it right now. It could cost me to do another reset, so I'm trying to be careful of wary of my action now. I think the only way I can go with is this kind of NAT routings. So I have my future server set up. So in my router, I guess to actually able to forward this IP address correctly, I would just try to do some kind of mapping. I don't see any kind of nothing here. So okay, I see the nothing here. So I have the virtual server, so I can ask and call iDRAC one. Interface probably just go with the WAN, I guess. External port, nothing. I would rather just go with for the IP addresses. I will definitely go with this one. External port. Now if I do something like now I just go with that. So if I save this one, well, it's not even working, so strange. I think just wait to fix this, but I'm not sure what is it yet.
Hi, Brandon. They discussed. Solution is with
So 168.0.
I think there's some tool called tracer. I think we can app install tracer out. Okay. So probably I just let me take a look on this one again. So I actually porting. Okay, just we don't need to care about the port. We can just drop this for now. So I actually really want to point to this guy, so there's no application I care, but I think you can just go with this one. So when I apply it, let's go to this place, which is I'm not sure, man. I expect this guy to call to this guy, and this guy will call to this guy, thing like that. So if another consideration here, I can just go to my IP addresses here. Obviously, I need the compose to go on. So the idea is that I can just point to my IP, but with all the external port will be just like this one. So in the other hand, I mean, just go everything with just edit OO. So I mean, look at this. We can forwarding this guy here. Holy shit! It's actually working. So basically, it's able to do some kind of routing. Okay, this trace route is not really working in the way I think it should be, but overall, you know, as you can see here, I mean, I can actually forward any port from this guy to the guy. Now there's another thing I really want to know if it's actually working, is that I want to forward everything to this IP addresses. So if it's actually working, then we are pretty much good to go with the can I just type it in this place? Yeah, so it's the IoT interface setup, advanced setup, and you go to NAT. Okay, and I probably just delete this one for now and apply it. So the virtual server record is empty, but we have the DFT servers, and it's still working. So if I go to my Docker image and if I open it terminal, go to var deep, go to how can I change HTML change content. Yeah, I think it should be invalid, but it could be in www. So you share magic dex command. Okay, that's pretty strange. Let me just try to fix. Uh, okay, so okay, that's okay. I understand. Let's just go to etc. Let me just go back here. Let's just go here instead. So we have to use Vi. Vice is not here as well, so that's pretty shit. But I can mouse the Dockers in a more simple way. Let me just stop it somehow. Okay, so there's a reason why I want to change it for a second. So download QT downloads, I think. So I mean I'm trying to, if you get what I mean, I will try to link this download directory with the volume here of the Nginx. See how it's going. So now if I PS this and I execute into this guy, and I just go directly to the folder, you know, which is this guy. Now I can just nano and now basically I can just create another file here, but I can do it manually by using my own command line. So now I gotta refresh the page. Yeah, it's just like that. Now my huge question here, that if I disconnect from my wireless and connect to my, probably I just go to my phone network, for example, like okay, this one. Now I can go to VN Express. Should be able to. Okay, now if I just go to my phone network. So that definitely some kind of misunderstood. I thought I was success, but you know, I guess I misunderstood the whole thing. So it's quite sad to see something failing right in front of your eyes and just not get ready to celebrate. And so basically, if you do something like this one, I probably understood that. So you know, I'm failing again. I mean I get the idea of this one, but when I connect it using my, oh my god, yeah. So it's not nearly, I'm not nearly there. Caps out when I see this kind of thing happening, and it's just not work. It's really cool if I can try to make this work by, you know, enable NAT. So let's go back to reality for a second. Let me just connect to my Wi-Fi network, which is my first router, and then disable this guy again. So just make sure okay. So perhaps in this case I will just update this one again to all the port address. You know, I hope it can working somehow. Well, for some reason my first router cannot connect to my second router. I'm just not 100% sure. So probably I will just stop working on this one for now. I can just try to, you know, I can just try to disconnect this again, and I guess just set on static IP addresses first, and then we can try to figure out some kind of things tomorrow. Sooner or later we have to, yeah. It's pretty weird when I look at this thing and I assume that I have been doing this correctly. I get the idea. This is my IP address. So if I connect to my IP address, I will get something. Could be an option. I mean, anyway, before I really do that, I think let's just try to set up kind of static IP address here. So again, I just copy the whole thing. Try to take guys static IP addresses here, and the network mask. The IP addresses will be just 2, then default gateway will be 1, obviously. We have the primary DNS. Did I copy the whole thing? I think I missed something. Okay. Let's just try again. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Probably LAN, I'm not sure. I hope it's work out. So this is my router IP addresses, but the first one, this guy definitely understand what is inside. But it's strangely speaking, I'm not very sure why when I try to using my router network, I fail to, I fail to just it has to be number 2. So what I can do is try to disconnect again for another time for my current router, the second one, and try to connect to the Wi-Fi again. Nothing gonna change, but just this one. It will get somehow. I mean, I supposed to able to connect to this guy through this IP, but it's not gonna go into work. I mean, it's impossible for you to really access this guy. Despite the fact that I have everything running. Or simply put, this router it's just not working, it's just a shitty network. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I just not able to connect to this router. So if I try to connect it from my third IP addresses, if I upload this one to this one, yeah, I will actually able to access it from anywhere. So you know what I'm trying to tell you guys that my second router definitely will act as a switch, no more no less. And that could be a very sad thing. You know, that could be definitely a very sad thing to to think about. You know, the router I'm trying to access this IP addresses. I not actually not able to access it for some reason, despite the fact that I'm not even able to ping it. I'm not able to reach it. I don't think. Let me just connect these two guys. Is this actually working? I have never tried to group an interface. I think I will continue next video. I'm not sure if this grouping is working or not. Or I'm simply say I destroy my router or things like that. If I do, is probably the sad thing. This is one of the, be very sad to see. Okay, I can still access it. Same row again. This time I cannot access my router. Yeah, so it shit again. I guess I can close my video now. Interface grouping is something I don't know. I shouldn't touch it. So yeah, it's a failure. I'm a failure for now.